All right, guys. I forget what the creator's name was, but I saw a creator talking about ugly privilege versus pretty privilege, and she was a pretty girl. She looked really good, and she found that at her workplace, she was always mistreated and getting in trouble because the quote unquote ugly girls were saying negative things about her, targeting her, and getting the manager to say negative things, right? And so she was just mistreated in the corporate world and really just didn't fit in and really had a hard time. And she got so much trouble all the time, and she was like, had to always have to defend herself and all that. And I can relate to that because for me, it was very difficult for me for a lot of things just to get. I mean, like there were things that people got away with all the time, and if I did them, they I would never get away with them, right? So it was kind of like that for me too. But at the end of the day, I don't think there's really a difference between ugly and pretty, right? Because you have to remember, like some people become pretty, some people become ugly, right? We don't all stay the same constantly throughout our lives. And maybe people that have become pretty, like they become really pretty for some strange reason, they're able to do that. Maybe they never thought they could, right? So they become really pretty. Then they're like, oh, why was I like that to that person? I'm really pretty now, right? Or whatever, right? But in general, um, I think at the end of the day, I'm on a new path now. Well, I'm gonna try to find a job too, but I'm on a new path in social media. I have over 10,000 followers on my TikTok Marco DC381 channel, over almost 5,000 followers on my TikTok or YouTube Marco DC channel. So I'm on a new journey now, where I'm trying to get as many followers, as many likes, and people following me. And I really feel like my job did have obviously some of that kind of stuff happens at work, but you have to just take it with a grain of salt because what are you going to do about it, right? But and also, I don't think there is such a thing as an ugly person, right? Because you have to remember, like people use their talents and abilities. If somebody is less attractive and they're able to land a partner that's really attractive, or they're less attractive and they're able to land a good job, based on that, well, they're using their talents to get that, right? And like you don't have to be someone that is really, and there's pretty privilege too, right? I can get my way around everything, right? Because I'm very good looking, I'm very talented, I'm a very nice person because I know that I'm very pretty and I know I'm very good looking. I know I could be very successful on social media easily. So I definitely don't take that for granted. Pretty privilege versus ugly privilege, you can get the same things. It's just done differently, right? And you have to really hone what you got, right? I mean, who wants to be someone that's ugly that doesn't have ugly privilege, right? You might as well get the privileges of being ugly if you're going to be an ugly person, which I don't think anyone's ugly. But if you're going to be an ugly person, you might as well get some privileges of it, right? Um, but in general, pretty privileges. I'm very lucky because I look very good, right? And people look up to me for that. People really enjoy that, and it's really fun, right? And I love. But for me, I think the heart matters too, right? Being kind to people, showing love and support, and I've met the kindest people of all walks of life, right? To me, pretty privilege and ugly privilege is just a way of saying like that's for someone that may not be feeling good about themselves. Well, not necessarily. I mean, you could. There really is reality. In reality, there really is pretty privilege and ugly privilege. I mean, you can be bombarded by negative things because of pretty privilege or ugly privilege, right? Or positive things, right? I mean, there is a reality that those things exist, right? But in general, it's kind of nice to be, just be and relax and know that today's going to be a great day. You're going to be happy living your life and focus on making things happen for you, right? I mean, we can't change whether there's pretty privilege or ugly privilege in the world. And if you are pretty, there is pretty privilege, right? So hone on the positives, right? Instead of the negatives. And if you're ugly and you got ugly privilege, I don't think anyone's ugly or anyone's, I think everyone's pretty, but if you're ugly and you want to use ugly privilege, hold on the things that are positive about being ugly that gets you privilege, right? You know what I mean? That's the beauty of being a human being. If you get privileges of any kind based on your personality or who you are, then you're going to be happy with it. Why would you want to not have privileges, right? But yes, anyway, I'm very good looking, so I'm going to take advantage of the fact that people really like me. Not take advantage, but just be happy about it. and enjoy it and not be in anyone's way or anything, and not be rude to anyone, not be in anyone's way, and encourage their success, because I know I look really good, and I know that that's important, and I know that that's going to help me get through, and I'm going to find the people that love me, and I'm going to get support from the people that love me, and the people that don't, I'm just going to let them do what their thing. Maybe they get support in other ways, and they don't need me, and they don't like me, so I'll let them be, and just be happy with the pretty privileges I get, and look forward to the exciting life on my social media, because I know I'm going to be very famous very soon. Bye, everyone. Au revoir. Bye. And maybe you guys are in the same boat. Bye now. Au revoir.